If you're hearing these words right now, it's no coincidence. You've been drawn here, chosen by a divine call that speaks to your heart. Have you found yourself wondering if God has forgotten you? Perhaps you've waited years, hoping for a breakthrough or a sign that God is moving in your life. You've prayed, remained steadfast, and held on to your faith through every trial. Now, let me share something profound. This is your season. God is about to visit you in a way that will change your life forever. When His presence enters, every closed door, every obstacle, and every burden you've carried can be transformed. We see it time and time again throughout Scripture, the God who performs miracles, who makes a way where there seems to be none, who hears the whispers of our hearts in the quiet of the night. Remember, this is the same God who parted the Red Sea for the Israelites, raised Lazarus from the dead, and turned water into wine. His power is limitless, and He's about to show you that you haven't been forgotten. Below are the 10 signs that God is preparing to visit you. Let each one inspire, uplift, and ready your spirit for the incredible journey ahead. In the quiet, seemingly stagnant moments of life, when our prayers feel like they've fallen into silence, we might question God's intentions or feel as if He's forgotten us. Yet, these moments of stillness aren't signs of abandonment, they're markers of divine preparation. When God is about to move in our lives, He often allows a season of waiting to refine us, to strengthen our faith, and to deepen our dependence on Him. This waiting is not a denial but a preparation for something profound. Consider Sarah and Abraham. They had received God's promise of a child, yet years passed without any sign of fulfillment. Every day must have tested their faith, as they grew older and the likelihood of a child seemed impossible. But in that waiting, God was shaping them, building their endurance, and drawing them closer to Himself. Then, at the appointed time, when human efforts and expectations could do nothing, God visited Sarah. And the miraculous happened. The birth of Isaac wasn't just the fulfillment of a promise, it was a testament to the power of waiting on God's timing. If you're in a similar season, feeling as if your prayers go unanswered or that God is silent, remember that He is not distant. He is working, preparing, and orchestrating something beyond what you can see. Just as He visited Sarah and turned her impossibility into a testimony, He will fulfill His promises to you in His perfect time. Trust in His timing, even when it feels delayed. This period of waiting is a sacred space where God is preparing you for the breakthrough He has promised. So hold on to your faith, for God's promises never fail, and His timing is never too late. God's peace is unlike any other kind of peace. It is not simply the absence of conflict, nor is it a fleeting moment of calm. Instead, it is a profound, enduring tranquility that anchors the soul, even amid life's fiercest storms. When God is drawing close to you, preparing to visit your life in a transformative way. One of the clearest signs of His nearness is this supernatural peace, a peace that defies logic and circumstances. Imagine a storm raging around you, with winds howling and waves crashing, yet within, you feel a stillness, a calm that is unmovable. This peace cannot be shaken by external chaos, nor can it be explained by the natural mind. As Philippians chapter 4:7 tells us, it is a peace which surpasses all understanding, a divine safeguard that envelops your heart and mind, protecting you from fear and anxiety. It's God's way of assuring you that, despite the noise and the struggles you face, His hand is at work in ways you may not yet see. This peace serves as a precursor to His intervention, a gentle whisper that says, "Hold on, I am near, and I am working in your favor." It is a gift and a reminder, urging you to trust in His timing. When you feel this peace, it's as if God Himself is preparing you for the blessing that's about to unfold. So embrace this peace wholeheartedly. Let it be your anchor, a reminder that your season of waiting is not in vain and that your visitation is near. As you walk in this peace, know that it is both a promise and a prophecy. God's assurance that His presence is with you and His plans for you are soon to be revealed. One of the most beautiful things about a divine visitation is the restoration that comes with it. Like Job, who lost everything only to be blessed with twice as much, your story is far from over. When God visits, He doesn't just give back what was lost. He multiplies it. Relationships that seemed beyond repair may start to heal, finances may miraculously improve, and physical or emotional wounds may find closure. This restoration isn't random. It's God preparing your heart for a season of wholeness and joy. When God visits, He brings an outpouring of love that surpasses anything we can muster on our own. Suddenly, you may find yourself moved to compassion, feeling a deep empathy and unconditional love for others. This love is a clear sign of God's presence because, as 1 John chapter 4:19 tells us, we love because He first loved us. God's visitation fills your heart with His love, a love that overflows and touches those around you. This transformation is not only for your own journey, but also to be a light to others. When you've been running on empty, feeling weak, or unable to press forward, God's visitation brings a strength that isn't from this world. Just as Isaiah chapter 40:31 promises, those who wait on the Lord will renew their strength, rising up like eagles. If you've been through trials that left you weary, get ready. God's visitation renews your strength. This supernatural courage and resilience prepare you for the work He has planned, empowering you to step into new challenges with boldness and unwavering faith. Another powerful indication that God is near is an extraordinary sense of clarity within your spirit, a clarity that goes beyond human insight. When God draws close, it's as though a veil has been lifted, illuminating things that once seemed blurred or confusing. Suddenly, you're able to distinguish truth from falsehood, light from darkness, and recognize God's will in a way that feels almost tangible. This clarity is not accidental. It's a gift, a divine preparation for the journey God is guiding you toward. Romans chapter 12:2 encourages us to be transformed by the renewing of our minds so we can discern God's good, pleasing, and perfect will. When God is about to intervene in your life, He often provides this sharpened discernment as a compass, helping you navigate with wisdom and conviction. You might find yourself more attuned to His whispers, sensitive to the nuances of His guidance, or cautious towards situations or people that may hinder your path. This spiritual clarity isn't something to brush aside. It's a sign that God is actively aligning your heart with His, allowing you to see as He sees and prioritize what truly matters. In these moments, trust this inner wisdom. It is God Himself guiding your thoughts and perspectives, fine-tuning your heart so that it resonates with His. He's preparing you to walk on the path that leads to His promises, a path that may require faith, courage, and the ability to recognize what is of God and what is not. Embrace this clarity as a sacred blessing. It's God's way of equipping you, making sure that as you step into this new season, you do so with a heart and mind fully attuned to His divine purpose. One of the most remarkable signs of God's presence in our lives is His abundant provision. When God visits, He doesn't just meet our needs, He goes above and beyond, showing His nature as a loving provider. This kind of provision isn't limited to material needs, it touches every area of our lives. Think of the story of Jesus feeding the 5,000. With just 5 loaves and 2 fish, He miraculously provided food for a multitude, and there was even an overflow of leftovers. This wasn't simply an act to satisfy physical hunger, it was a powerful display of God's boundless generosity and His ability to bring more than enough out of what seems insufficient. Jehovah Jireh, the Lord our provider, delights in caring for His children. He knows our needs even before we ask, and in His timing, He pours out resources and blessings that we may not have expected. Sometimes, His provision comes in the form of new opportunities, unlooked for financial blessings, or the support of people who come into our lives just when we need them most. These moments are not mere coincidences, They are signs of God's attentive love, His intimate awareness of every detail of our lives, and His readiness to bless us. If you are in a season where resources, doors, or blessings appear unexpectedly, take heart. This is a signal of God's visitation, a reminder that He is with you, ensuring that you have all you need to walk the path He has set before you. Embrace this divine provision with gratitude, for it is evidence of God's faithfulness. When God visits, He doesn't hold back. He fills your cup until it overflows, reminding you that His love is not limited by human measures. Trust in His provision, for with God, there is always enough, and often, much more than enough. Another profound sign of God's closeness is an awakening of a deep thirst for righteousness within your heart. When God is near, He stirs a longing in us that goes beyond mere curiosity or interest. It's a deep, relentless desire to know Him intimately and to align our lives fully with His will. As Psalm chapter 42:1 vividly captures, "As the deer pants for streams of water, so my soul pants for you." My God, this longing for God is not something that fades. It's a transformative calling, pulling us closer to Him in ways that reshape our character and redefine our priorities. This thirst for righteousness is more than just a call to avoid wrongdoing. It's a compelling invitation to embrace God's holiness. Suddenly, things that once felt permissible may now feel empty or even unsettling. You may feel an increased sensitivity to what is true and right, accompanied by a desire to purify your thoughts, words, and actions. The pursuit of righteousness becomes a joyful journey, filled with a sense of peace and purpose as you draw nearer to God's heart. This transformation isn't simply about behavior, it's about becoming more aligned with God's nature, embracing His love and truth with open arms. When God is preparing to visit, He often begins by refining our spirits, filling us with a hunger for His word, a desire to spend more time in prayer, and a determination to walk in His ways. This longing for holiness is a clear sign that He is at work within you, reshaping you into a vessel that can carry His presence and reflect His glory. Embrace this thirst as a precious gift, for it signals that God is drawing you closer, preparing you for a season where His presence will become more real, more vibrant, and more transformative than ever before. Finally, one of the most profound signs of God's nearness is an unshakable faith, a faith so steadfast that it grounds you, regardless of external circumstances. Hebrews chapter 11:1 beautifully defines this faith. Now faith is confidence in what we hope for and assurance about what we do not see. When God is preparing to visit, this confidence takes root within your soul, and you find yourself standing firmly on promises you may not yet see, feeling an assurance that transcends logic and circumstance. This deepened faith is not a fleeting moment of optimism, it's a transformative trust in God's character, a solid foundation built on His unwavering promises. It becomes the quiet strength that holds you steady in the storm, allowing you to face uncertainties with a sense of peace and resolve. Trials that once seemed overwhelming now appear as opportunities to witness God's hand at work. You find yourself approaching difficulties not with fear, but with a powerful sense of anticipation, knowing that God is with you and that He is more than able to bring you through victoriously. As this faith grows, it shapes every part of your journey. No longer do you place your hope in the visible or the temporary. Instead, your hope is anchored in God's eternal nature, His infinite wisdom, and His boundless love. This unwavering faith is a testament to His presence within you, a reminder that God has drawn near and is preparing you for even greater things ahead. With this faith, you are equipped not only to withstand life's challenges but to thrive in them, confidently declaring that with God, all things are possible. Embrace this strength. It is a gift from God, given to prepare you for the extraordinary work He is about to unfold in your life. Chosen ones, God is preparing to visit you. It's a visitation filled with power, grace, and purpose that will change you from the inside out. As you embrace these signs, Know that your story is being written by the hand of a loving Father who desires to draw you closer, equip you, and pour out blessings beyond your wildest dreams. Prepare your heart, align your spirit with His, and trust that this season of divine visitation will be more glorious than you could have ever imagined. God's plans for you are good, and He is with you every step of the way.